Today on Sports Path, we head outside to the frigid cold for two different events with a good cause. We have hockey and basketball highlights, and we have an exciting announcement involving babies. All this and more on Sports Path. Hi, I'm Zach Halverson. What's your name? That's nice. We begin with some girls hockey, as believe it or not, the girls hockey sections are already upon us. The Hill Murray Pioneers and the South St. Paul Packers took each other on back on January 30th. Here are the highlights as Hill Murray, St. Thomas Academy. It's pretty cool. Let's take a look. There it is. Aldridge Arena. It's a pretty nice building, and Hill Murray, I'm sure, loves it. Now they've got their logo on the ice, and right off the bat, beautiful shot, and even a better save there as goaltender Leah Patrick had a pretty good game. Other side, Marl Johnson also had a pretty solid game, but Leah Patrick, believe it or not, didn't let a goal by, but Marl make that Sydney Conley did, and Conley let this one go by as the Hill Murray Pioneers ended up defeating the South St. Paul Packers 3-0. And, well, let's take a look at those Classic Suburban Conference standings here as the Classic Suburban, this is the final. And Hill Murray, undefeated in the conference play, they won the Classic Suburban Conference. South St. Paul, that one loss there, maybe could have tied for the lead there with a victory, but Hill Murray, she was too good. Third place, Montemita High. Fourth is North St. Paul, and then Tartan is fifth. In the Suburban East Conference, here's the final standings. On top of the board, Monsview 12-2-1, Cretin number 3, and then White Bear Lake towards the bottom 3-8-3, and they earned the number 5 seed in Section 4AA, which we will see right now. Hopefully, let's see. Section 4AA, girls hockey, there it is. White Bear Lake in Roseville. They will be playing Friday night, and you'll see North St. Paul taking on Stillwater, Cretin-Durham Hall taking Tartan on, and we'll see White Bear Lake and Roseville will play Hill Murray as they have the first round bye. As you'll see, Aldridge Arena on February 11th at 8 o'clock start on the top game, 6 o'clock on the bottom game. So take note, and then the championship game will be on Valentine's Day. Gotta love it. Aldridge Arena, February 14th, 2014. All right, let's take a look at the Section 4A, Montemita High Zephyrs. This is, do we have it? All right, no we don't. Staying on the ice, we'll head over to the boys hockey side. North St. Paul hosted Simley on the 30th of January. Here are the highlights from this game. Pretty exciting, quite frankly, as it is North St. Paul with Brett Hedican. He is always a favorite in the Minnesota hockey ranks, won a Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes a few years back, and certainly earned a lot of credit. Here's a big collision here, and look at this, little retaliation there put on, but that's hockey, right? That's hockey, that's what they say apparently. And you see a goal there put on. Nice work by number 2, Jimmy Salaba. He had 1 goal there. Tyler Oliver in this game, number 5. He had 1 goal, 3 assists in this one. And Justin Oliver, you saw the, here we go. Here's a goal by Tyler Oliver, one of his only goal in that game, as a beautiful save put on, now we see by Stephen Orme. Orme had a pretty good game. Final score in this one, the North St. Paul Polars defeat Simley 5-2. Now Hill Murray and St. Thomas Academy, they are fierce conference rivals, and with the Cadets' only conference loss coming to the Pioneers early in the season, second place St. Thomas Academy was looking for revenge against the first place and undefeated in the conference Hill Murray Pioneers. Here are the highlights from January 23rd down at the St. Thomas Ice Arena. It is the home to both the University of St. Thomas and the St. Thomas Academy Cadets. great place, absolutely packed. Couldn't find an open spot in the house here. St. Thomas Academy came out of the gates flying. In fact, I'll tell you this, I went out to this game, I got there late, and by the time I got there, it was already 2-0. There was a first St. Thomas Academy goal by Peter Tifto, and then Alex Brotzman soon followed after that. It was 2-0 right out of the gates. St. Thomas really took control. Well, late in the first period, Hill Murray was not to be denied as Mikey Anderson put this one in, made it 2-1 after the end of the first period. So through the first 17, 2-1. And then early in the second period, just 45 seconds in, it is Dusty Kruger making it 2-2. Dusty Kruger having a heck of a season for the Hill Murray Pioneers. Now late in the second period, it was the other side taking advantage. St. Thomas Academy taking that lead back, making it 3-2 as Tommy Novak put this one in. Nice look here as he snuck it in through Sam Ilgen, the Hill Murray goaltender's pads, and 3-2 after the first 34 minutes. And now in the third period, midway through, Hill Murray couldn't get by. St. Thomas could as Cristiano Versige makes it 4-2, and that would be the final score. St. Thomas Academy defeats the Hill Murray Pioneers 4-2. So the Suburban East Conference, Class of Suburban Conference, really both conferences couldn't be tighter at this point. Let's take a look at the Class of Suburban first. As you see, Hill Murray and St. Thomas Academy on top. Hill Murray with one more conference game under their belts. They are 9-1-0. St. Thomas Academy 8-1-0, and it wouldn't be a surprise to see these two teams be tied at the end of the year because, quite frankly, Hill Murray, St. Thomas Academy, both great teams. Another team that's having a really good season, Montemita. They took Hill Murray to overtime earlier this year before falling to the Pioneers, but Montemita, very solid team, and quite frankly, they're probably going to get first seed in Section 4A in boys hockey this year. They are that good, and that's saying something. It's a very high Class A conference, or section rather. Tartan 6-4, and you see Minnesota Pack there. North St. Paul 5-6 with a 12-9 overall record. The White Bear Lake Bears, they are on top of the Suburban East Conference as they are tied with Cretin-Durham Hall, 11-2-2. So actually they're not tied. They got about a half point back as Cretin-Durham Hall has 2 ties. White Bear Lake only has 1, otherwise identical record, and Stillwater behind there. So right now it's really between these two teams, and guess what? The final game of this season for both teams is going to be between these two teams, White Bear Lake and Cretin, taking each other on at Vadnais Sports Center. It will be an interesting game, and it will be probably a packed Vadnais Sports Center. It's White Bear Lake and Cretin-Durham Hall Raiders later in February will take each other on, probably for the Classic or Suburban East Conference Championship. Now we're moving into sections now. We don't have the official seedings yet. The season's not over, but by the time the next show rolls around, we should have the seedings. And let's take a look at Section 4A and what it's looking like right now. As you see, it's 4AA. The top 6 are really top 5 are pretty much set in stone. North St. Paul and Tartan play each other tonight, and that really should decide the number 6 seed. If North St. Paul wins, you have to give it to North St. Paul. If Tartan wins, you have to just keep giving it to Tartan. As Tartan's got 1 victory they got against North St. Paul this year. The second meeting between these two teams should decide that number 6 spot. So that means you should see a Hill Murray Irondale 11 a.m. game, and then the 2 versus 7 and 3 versus 6 still a toss-up. But it looks like Roseville and Mounds View are going to play each other for that primetime game down at the Aldridge Arena. Should be fun, as that is, believe it or not, coming up very, very soon. And keep it here at TV19. We will have all the coverage that you want for the boys hockey section tournament. As we continue on here, only in Minnesota do you find people golfing outside. Yes, there are, believe it or not, golfers outside. And, well, guess what? We caught up with a few of them. It is the Barely Open, a golf tournament on ice out on White Bear Lake. TV19 cameras were there. Let's take a look at the action.
Welcome to the 7th annual Barely Open Golf Tournament on Ice. It's a major fundraiser for the White Bear Lake Food Shelf. We've got Lexus of Maplewood as our signature sponsor, and the event is run by White Bear Events and the White Bear Lake Rotary Club. As you can see around you, the participants are having a great time. We've got beautiful weather this year. We've got a record crowd. And once again, the amazing citizens of White Bear Lake are turning out to support a good cause, the White Bear Lake Food Shelf.
That would be fun, right? I mean, think about it. Let's freeze your butt off out on the lake and play golf. Huh, anyway. Also on White Bear Lake recently, the Polar Plunge, which benefits the Special Olympics of Minnesota, took place out of White Bear Lake. TV19 cameras were there to catch all of more cold action.
We're going to have almost 2,000 people jumping into the freezing cold waters, so we're preparing today to get everything ready.
We were cutting a hole for the Polar Plunge for the Special Olympics and that there. And these guys contracted us to come down because we know how to cut ice and come down and cut them a hole.
What's kind of funny about it is it takes us about 3 days to set up for a plunge like this, and it takes us about 4 hours to tear it down, you know. So it's kind of interesting in that respect. But we do it because we do it for the right reason. It's for the athletes of Special Olympics Minnesota.
The law enforcement has always been a great supporter of Special Olympics. It's a great thing, a community event. It's fun. People are upbeat. It's just it's a great experience. Way too cold though.
It's cold. It's cold. This is the worst part, is walking to the bus. In the water's fine.
It was a goal of ours this year to go completely under the water, as to kind of half jumping in there, and we did that. And jumping in, I don't know if they'll disagree, I don't think is as bad as just the steps up the ladder is when it really, really hits you. And we felt like the kid in Christmas Story grabbing the pole with your hand to get out. Now we're gonna, if we weren't on the fire department, we would have called the fire department to get us unstuck. So yeah.
Then you're standing on the platform, and it's like, well, you can't back out now. But yeah, jumping in the water, you come out, and I was definitely, this year I was definitely doing one of the
Well, we're braving it with hats and mittens and snowsuits on. They're braving it in the water with swimsuits, so I'm not feeling too bad for us.
and I just see these crazy people jumping into the water. So this is so cool.
This is our first polar plunge, so we're polar plunging!
This particular cause, I suffer, but I think it's worth it. I think Special Olympics is just a, just a great program.
I got a great idea. Let's all jump into a frozen lake and raise money. In Minnesota, we're a different breed, aren't we? I don't understand it. But quite frankly, it is awesome, and the Special Olympics, you gotta love them. And by the way, thanks to Mary and Jeffrey for all that stuff, as they braved the elements too, folks. Believe me, running a camera out in the cold is not easy, and especially with all that, thank you to all of the people, of course, we interviewed as well, for their help on that beautiful piece. The polar plunge, if you can get out there next year, do it. It's a really cool experience. I haven't done it yet, actually the actual jumping into there. I'm gonna eventually do it though. We should, you know what? Hey, to Nick here in the studio, we need to get a team together next year for that polar plunge, please, thank you. All right, in boys basketball, the Tartan Titans and the Hill Murray Pioneers took each other on an eastern suburban battle, because really we tend to cover a lot of these northeast suburban games a lot, don't we? It's like we cover these teams or something. Here's the Tartan Titans, Hill Murray Pioneers. Pioneers got the scoring going here. Nice jumper put on by number 21, Alex Ogren. Nice spin move here put on, and Sam Westby puts it away. Good work here. Tartan, well, they got some nice jump shots as well. Tom Hansen making the play. Now a nice steal and carrying it down the court. It is Keenan Belafant with the coolest name. Belafant. Belafant. It's like elephant, but with a B. Belafant. That's awesome. Tartan continues on here. Nice layup. And yeah, how about that? Great job there by Eric Winter. And another great play here. I think that's Montrell Johnson. I can't confirm. And here's another great shot by Marlon McCoy. The Tartan Titans shooting just over and over and over again. Hill Murray, they're struggling. They're struggling. Tartan continuing to make their threes and their twos and minding their P's and their Q's. And the Tartan Titans defeat the Hill Murray Pioneers 85-70. A great game for the Tartan Titans as they defeat the private school of Hill Murray Pioneers. The Zephyrs and the Polars faced each other in boys basketball as well. The Mahtomedi Zephyrs, the North St. Paul Polars. We'll look at the highlights in a moment. But first, we're going to tell you about boys basketball. Are we going to see him? We got it? No, we don't. Let's look at him. Come on, Nick. Let's go. Sports Path, folks. You see 7-9-0, 9-9-0. Let's look. And it is a beautiful shot there. Mahtomedi coming out with an early lead here now, 4-0, making it 7-0 with that three put on. And the Mahtomedi Zephyrs really controlled it out of the gates. Now North St. Paul fighting back here as Ogassi puts one in, and now another three put in by Jake Steckler. And the score now reading 14-9. North St. Paul continuing to fight their way back. And they made it close again, but Mahtomedi, such a good basketball team, fought their way back the other way. And here is Sean Higeli, and another two put in by Noel. And then another three put on there over and over again. The Mahtomedi Zephyrs continuing there with a Sam Newman three-pointer. 24-16, beautiful layup with switching hands there, Lucas Bueller. Final score, the Mahtomedi Zephyrs 69, the North St. Paul Polars 51. So well, you got to be happy if you're a Mahtomedi Zephyr fan. Let's take a look at the standings to see if they should truly be happy season-wise. 5-7-1, can't complain there, around 500. St. Thomas Academy on top. Carton there, 8-2-0. Henry Sibley, 8-4-0, and then Hill Murray right there, number 4. And there's North St. Paul, number 7. Take a look at the Suburban East Conference, and you see Cretin-Derham Hall on top, 12-1-0. Park and Cottage Grove 0-13-0, and then White Bear Lake in the middle, 6-7-0 record. A little bit of a different story in the girls side of this conference. As you see, Ridgefield on top in the Classic Suburban Conference. Hill Murray close behind. Again, they're pretty much tied for 7-1. And you see Tartan really close. And then Matamini high, 4-4-0. They're all highs. Is it because they're high in the standings, or is that why we're putting high, folks? I don't know. Ridgefield's pretty high up there, isn't they? Wow, why doesn't Hill Murray get a high? It's Hill Murray's high. Is Hill Murray high? That's what I want to know. Suburban East Conference. The Park of Cottage Grove Wolfpack are 9-1-0, and they take on White Bear Lake tomorrow to perhaps decide the Suburban East Conference. It's at White Bear Lake Thursday the 6th, I believe, and if you can get out to the White Bear Lake, it will be hopefully a barn burner. Well, hopefully not a literal barn burner, but hopefully it'll be a pretty good basketball game. I'd hope so. I would certainly hope so. So plenty of great games going on around the area, including obviously girls hockey starting very soon. So get out there if you can. Chances are your team's playing in a very important game in the next couple weeks, especially in the next few weeks as we're now getting into the postseason play. So get out there while you can, as winter sports season coming to an end. Believe it or not, already coming to an end. Wow, can't believe it. Well, she left, as you know. I don't have a co-host here, and I didn't really think the reason was that good, quite frankly. I heard of broadcasters, being pregnant on the air all the time, but she decided that she had to leave because she had to go have a baby or something. Well, it's happened. Congratulations to former Sports Path host Jamie Dustin and her husband Joe. All joking aside, congratulations to this couple as they welcomed Mason Robert Dustin into the world Tuesday, February 4th at 10:10 p.m. Look at that. Mason Robert Dustin. Guess what, folks? He weighed a staggering 9 pounds, 10 ounces. Ouch. And 20.5 inches tall. Huge. And, I hear the Dustins are doing quite well here at TV19. And here at TV19, I speak for everyone here. We wish them the best. And thank you to Jamie for all her contributions. And, best of luck to the Dustin family as we, congratulate them. Jamie Dustin, wow. Anyway, moving on. If you are interested in sports broadcasting and you're a good communicator, unlike me, TV19 Sports may be for you. For information on this exciting opportunity, please contact our sports producer, Nick Anderson, at 651-747-3822. That's 651-747-3822. Or email him at nicholas@onlocationtv.org. There it is. See it? It went away. There it is. All right, back, and let me try this. And we're moving on. And we're always, of course, looking for volunteers. And if you'd like to work behind the scenes, if you've ever perhaps taken a liking to filming things with a camcorder, perhaps running a video camera with other camera operators and a director may be of interest to you. Whether you want to run a camera, operate graphics, or even instant replay, you will love the fast-paced environment that is live television production. For information on that, call Arlen Becker at 651-747-3821. That's 651-747-3821, or email him at arlen@onlocationtv.org. We have way too much fun here at TV19 Sports. So definitely let us know if you want to help out, because we certainly like playing with our technology, but hopefully we do it in an informative way every once in a while. So we'll say goodbye. When we come back in the next couple weeks, we will have the results on the girls hockey sections. Most of the results there. Will also get into boys hockey, and then after that, the next show we'll be already talking about girls basketball and boys basketball section tournaments. So definitely be sure to keep tuning in. We are going into a very busy part of the high school sports schedule, and we are very happy to bring it to you here on TV19 Sports. For the crew here at TV19, from our producer, director Nick Anderson, and Arlen Becker, and the rest of our crew here, I don't know, Richard Curry, Adam Plorin, Zach Kingsley, Nathan Newman. I think I got everyone. I'm Zach Halverson. So long. We'll see you soon. This has been Sports Path.